We were in the middle of nowhere, a dead-end road, a field, woods on one side, no houses, no streetlights, just us, the dark, and the sound of crickets. It was late. We were young. We thought no one could see us. Until I opened my eyes. At the edge of the woods, maybe 50 feet away, a man was standing, naked, completely naked, just watching us, not moving, not saying anything, just watching. I screamed. My boyfriend pulled away. We stared at the figure. It didn't move. It didn't blink. It just stood there, pale in the moonlight. We grabbed our clothes and ran to the car. Peeling out of there, I looked back. He was still standing there, watching us drive away. Let me set the scene. I was 19. I was with my boyfriend at the time, in his car, parked at the end of a gravel road, the kind of place you go when you want to be alone. It was late spring, warm. The windows were down. We thought we were alone. We were not. I don't know how long he'd been there. I don't know how much he saw. I don't want to know. All I know is when I opened my eyes, he was there, standing at the edge of the trees, arms at his sides, head tilted slightly, watching. He was older, maybe 50s, gray hair, pale skin, and completely naked. No shoes, no clothes, nothing. We didn't wait to find out what he wanted. We just left. A few days later, I was driving alone, same general area, a 2-lane road with fields on both sides, not many cars. And there he was, standing by the side of the road, naked again, just watching the cars go by, not hitchhiking, not waving for help, just standing there, watching. I slowed down. He turned his head, looked right at me. His eyes were empty, like he wasn't seeing me, like he was looking through me. I hit the gas and didn't look back. I called the police when I got home. They said they'd look into it. I don't know if they did. I never saw him on the news. Never heard anything about him. Just a naked man standing by the road, watching. Months passed. I thought I'd imagined it. I thought maybe it was a dream, a weird, shared hallucination. Something. Then I saw him again, in town, at a gas station. He was wearing clothes this time. Jeans, a flannel shirt, boots. He looked normal, like anyone else. But when he turned around, I saw his face, the same pale skin, the same gray hair, the same empty eyes. He looked at me and smiled, just slightly, like he recognized me, like he remembered. I didn't say anything. I just got in my car and left. I never went back to that gas station. Part 5. The Aftermath. I told my boyfriend. He didn't believe me at first. He thought I was being paranoid, but he drove past that gravel road a few times. He never saw the man again. I told my friends. They laughed, said it was probably just some old guy who wandered away from his nursing home, a mental patient, someone who didn't know any better. But I know what I saw, and I know he wasn't confused. He wasn't lost. He was watching, on purpose, with intention. And when he saw me at the gas station, he remembered. He knew who I was. He'd been watching all along. I still think about him sometimes, when I'm driving alone, when I'm walking in a park, when I'm in a place where no one else is around. I wonder if he's still out there, standing somewhere, watching, waiting. I don't know what he wanted. I don't know why he was naked. I don't know why he showed up in those places, at those times. I don't want to know. I just hope I never see him again.
Story 2. I live on the 9th floor of an old building. My apartment is small, but it has a large window that faces the courtyard. At night, the glass turns into a dark mirror. I first saw him a month ago, a figure in the reflection, standing in the corner of my room, just standing there, not moving. I turned around. No one was there. I looked back at the glass. He was still there, still in the corner, still watching me. I told myself it was a trick of the light, the mind playing games, paranoia. But he kept appearing, every night. Same corner, same stillness. I'd turn around, nothing. I'd look back, he'd be there. I stopped sleeping. I'd sit in the middle of the room with my back to the wall, watching the glass. He never moved. He just stood there, waiting. My girlfriend came over last weekend. I didn't tell her about the figure. I didn't want her to think I was crazy. She went to the bathroom around midnight. When she came back, she was pale, shaking. "Who's in the corner?" she asked. "Nobody," I said. "There's nobody there." I saw someone, in the reflection, standing in the corner, looking at me. She saw him too. That's when we realized what was happening. He wasn't real, not in the physical world, only in reflections. But he was getting closer. A week ago, he took a step forward. I saw it. One slow, deliberate step toward the center of the room. 2 nights ago, he took another step. Last night, he was standing directly behind me. I could see him in the glass, right behind my shoulder. I didn't turn around. I couldn't. I just sat there, frozen, waiting for him to do something. He didn't. He just stood there, watching. I don't know what he wants. I don't know why he chose me. I don't know how long he's been there. But I know he's still behind me, right now, as I'm writing this. I can see him in the reflection of my phone screen, just standing there, waiting. I'm not going to turn around. I'm never going to turn around. Because I know what happens when you face the things that live in reflections. They stop waiting.
Story 3. I woke up from a nightmare and turned around to see my partner snuggling me. Her ear was twitching a little bit, but she looked peaceful, so I didn't want to wake her up. I rolled over onto my back and stared at the ceiling, trying to fall back asleep. To my horror, the bedroom door opened and my partner walked in. I just stared at her in the dark for several seconds and then said, "What the fuck?" She turned around, saw my eyes wide in panic, and asked if I was okay. I looked frantically next to me where I had literally just seen her, and there was no one there. She kept asking if I was okay. I told her, "I just saw you next to me." She said that was impossible because she had been in the bathroom for the last 30 minutes. I kept insisting that she had been sleeping right next to me, but she just shook her head. She got into bed and fell asleep within a few minutes. I lay there, staring at the ceiling, trying to understand what I had seen. The doppelganger in my bed had looked exactly like her. Same hairstyle, same freckles, same lips. The only difference was the twitching ear. That and the fact that it didn't wake up when I moved. I finally closed my eyes. I was drifting off when the hairs on the back of my neck stood up. The bed shifted. Not a lot, just a little. A weird weight on my side of the mattress, almost as if someone had just stepped onto it. I knew I wasn't imagining it because my foot was starting to slide down the incline the weight was creating. My mind was racing. I couldn't bring myself to look. I felt the bed compress back to normal, heard shuffling across the carpet. Something was there, right next to me. Then it was gone. I didn't sleep for the rest of the night. I just lay there, staring at the ceiling, listening to my girlfriend breathe. In the morning, she asked me what I had seen lying next to me. I told her the truth. "I saw you. Same hairstyle, same freckles, same lips." She was quiet for a long time. Then she finally confessed. "When I'm at work, the same thing happens to her. The doppelganger appears in her bed, lying next to her, looking exactly like me. And then it vanishes when she tries to touch it." She never told me because she thought she was going crazy. We both saw it, the same thing. Different nights, different rooms, same impossible sight. We still sleep in that bed. The doppelganger still appears sometimes. We don't talk about it anymore. We just close our eyes and pretend not to notice. But every time I feel that weight on the mattress, every time I see the bedroom door open in the middle of the night, I hold my breath. And I wonder, is she walking in or is something else?